Hi there, my name is Marley. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Today, as you can probably see from the title, I'm going to be attempting to do the using no social media for a week challenge. It is Monday, August 3rd, and I'm going to be attempting to do this until Friday. One of the reasons that I wanted to do this was because I've found that social media has been a little bit toxic for me, and it's been having a negative impact on my mental health, as I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that right now. So I wanted to challenge myself to see if I could not go on it for a whole week. I actually did start last week to sort of train myself. I was only going on Instagram once a day because I find that to be the most negative social media for me. Facebook and Twitter don't really affect me as much. So that is the plan, and since I can't check social media, I am assuming that this vlog will also kind of be like a reading vlog, because obviously I'm going to have a lot of excess time to read. In fact, one of the books that I want to read this week, probably today, is going to be The Watchmen, or just Watchmen, by Alan Moore and Dave Gibbons. It's a graphic novel, and I have never read any graphic novels, despite me seeming like I might with my Superman shirt, but I'm a fake fan. So my boyfriend recommended that I read Watchmen, and then we can watch the movie and watch the TV show after, but I think I'm going to read this today. Sorry, it's just flipping through. But yeah, and I'll also mention that I actually do manage social media accounts for my job. So some people may think that's cheating, but basically what I'm doing is I am not going to be using my personal accounts, but I will be working. I will be doing my job this week and going on my like business accounts that I have to from work. It's just that I will not be going on my personal accounts and scrolling through like my own news feeds kind of thing. So it is afternoon. I don't know what time it is, but so far I have just been staying in bed and going on YouTube, catching up on my subscriptions, because I'm not counting YouTube as a social media either, even though a lot of people do. But YouTube is not toxic for me, so I've just been doing that so far today, and then as I said, I'll probably pick up Watchmen and read that. Today is a holiday, by the way, that's why I'm not working. It's a civic day or something in Canada. I don't know if anywhere else has it, but get to have a little vacation day today, which is nice. So yeah, I'll be taking you around with me this week, vlogging, seeing how I handle not checking social media so far. I already see that I have notifications on Facebook and Snapchat, but I can't check them until Saturday. Wish me luck. Hello, so an update. I have been reading for most of the day. I'm almost halfway through of The Watchmen. I'm going on to chapter 6, and I'm really enjoying it so far. If you guys don't know what it's about, it takes place in the 80s, but we see flashbacks all the way back to like the 30s, I think, when this first group of superheroes started, and they had this group called the Minutemen, and then they eventually disbanded, and then there was a group called the Watchmen, I think is what they're called. I think that's why it's called Watchmen. That has been the more recent group of superheroes, and I think they have disbanded now too, and suddenly one of the older superheroes is murdered, pushed out of the window, killed. So it's sort of like a mystery of like who is killing all of these superheroes or vigilantes or whatever. So it's pretty good. I'm very curious to see who is killing them and why. I have found it to be a little bit tricky to understand everything that's going on, especially because it is such an older book. I think that's one of the reasons, and also just there's so many different characters within both of like the superhero groups, and you have to keep track of like their real names and also like what superhero they are, and then like what their relationships with the other people are like. So it's a lot. I have been getting really sleepy though, really tired, and normally it helps me to like take a little break from reading and look at my phone and like scroll through Instagram or Twitter or something, and that will like wake me up, but I can't do that. So it's been hard. I really feel like I'm gonna fall asleep. But I've been taking a couple little breaks to watch Hollywood on Netflix. That's the show I'm currently watching. I'm not really loving it though, so I don't really like to take breaks and watch that. But I'm really just trying to focus on reading Watchmen and finishing it today, I think. I mean, what else am I gonna do? I also can see that I have a bunch of notifications on Facebook. I didn't delete any of the social media apps, which probably is what most people would do if they were quitting social media for the week. It makes it less tempting and all of that, but I'm just gonna keep them downloaded because I don't want to deal with deleting them all and then re-downloading them. I also feel like it's kind of good to be like aware of what notifications I have, which probably just shows like how my addiction is so bad. Like at least I can see I have notifications even if I can't check them. I might go outside for a walk to get fresh air, but it's also kind of like cloudy and it was raining earlier and it might rain again, so I don't really know, but I probably should get fresh air. Hey, thought I would pop in to do a bit of a wrap up for day one without using social media. As you guys saw, it did rain earlier, so I didn't go outside, I didn't go for a walk. Whoops. But I did get a lot of reading done of Watchmen. I'm over halfway now. This is taking a long time to read. I thought it would take me just today, but it's pretty long. I'm on page 281. It's taking longer than I thought. But it's good. I feel like I maybe like the first half better. But I'm still interested to see what's gonna happen. In terms of my social media usage, it was not too difficult today not to go on, but I definitely felt the temptation, and a lot of my like little bored moments, like when I was cooking dinner, I did have my like Netflix and YouTube playing, but I kind of wanted like to also kind of scroll through Instagram or Twitter or something like extra, because I'm just so used to doing something else while I watch stuff, which is not good. I know a lot of our like attention spans are not great, so that was hard. But it is 9 p.m. so I think I will definitely make it to the end of day one. Tomorrow will be interesting because I'm gonna be going back to work, not physically because I'm still working from home, but I will be working, which probably will make it easier because I'll be more distracted during the day. And I'll also get sort of a little bit of a social media fix because I have to go on to check my work notifications and stuff like that. Based off day one, I think that I will definitely destroy this challenge. I think I can definitely make it all the way till Friday. The main thing I'm sad about missing is Instagram stories. Because those disappear after 24 hours. Like all of the normal posts that people make on Instagram, I think once I log on, like I'll be able to see all of them still, but I won't be able to see anyone's stories that they post throughout this whole week, which I'm like sad about. Which in turn is very sad that I feel so attached to people's stories. But that's supposed to be the lesson I'm learning, right? That those things don't matter. I don't need to see what this person like ate for lunch or them lying by the pool. Like that's the purpose of this challenge. So that's a wrap on day one. Oh, I also want to mention I edited a whole video tonight too, so very productive. And I also was watching Charmed Intuition Tarot's, I was either her video about August or her video about like something that's going to be happening soon, and the tarot reading that I chose was talking about codependency during this month and how I'm going to be getting over some sort of codependency. And I was like, that's literally perfect. Like, what am I doing in this video? I'm trying to get over my like dependency on social media. There you go. Hi, hello, welcome to day 2 of my no social media for a week vlog. As you saw, I went for a walk today during my lunch break. I was gonna do like my update out there, but then I was walking and I was too scared to film with people walking by me. And then I was gonna do it once I got back, but I was literally sweating and so tired from carrying my groceries because I went and got groceries. So I'm doing it now at like 1:30. To sort of wrap up last night, I actually did finish reading The Watchmen. I was a little bit let down by the ending. As you guys saw, I was enjoying it mostly towards the beginning, but I just felt like the ending got kind of like so-so, and I was just kind of like over it at that point, and it didn't blow me away. But I still stand by the fact that I think it's a really neat idea and take on superheroes. I'm glad that I read it, and I'm looking forward to watching the movie and watching the show and seeing how they take the idea and what they do with it. As for today, I have pretty much just been working this entire morning. I have like a lot of stuff to do, or I did. I accomplished most of my tasks, so that's good, and it's kept me pretty distracted. I haven't thought too much about social media, even though it is hard to it is weird to not go on it as soon as I wake up. Also, I had a little bit of a temptation because my friend told me that one of my other friends from school, who I haven't talked to lately, but she posted that she got engaged and posted like engagement photos, I guess. I don't know, haven't been able to go online, so I was a little bit tempted. I was like, should I just go onto her profile or something? But I think I'm just going to, message her when I do go back on Instagram. It's not a big deal. It's fine, but that was a little bit tempting. Snapchat gave me a little like update. I didn't know Snapchat did this, where if you haven't checked the Snapchat in a while, I guess in a full day, they'll like send you a little reminder. I had no idea they did that because I always open Snapchats like right away. So learning things, Also, as I mentioned before, I have actually gone on social media for my job. I did scroll through my work Twitter to see what sort of news is going on in my industry that I work in, but I have not gone on my personal account. So far, so good. But yeah, I'm trying to chill a little bit more this afternoon since I did do so much work this morning, but I still have a couple tasks that I have to do. And then my main goal today was to actually go outside and go on a walk, which I already did. Yay. And then I want to start a new book. I'm thinking I might start The Hating Game. I don't remember who it's by, but I've heard good things about that as a romance. Also, I found out that Midnight Sun came out today, I think. And so I'm thinking for my walk tomorrow, I will go and buy it. Look what I just got in the mail. It's a package of books. Gosh, now how do I open this? Okay, a little unboxing. This is fun. So what I ordered was 2 of Amber Smith's books. I read her book, Something Like Gravity, last month, so I decided to purchase her other 2, The Last to Let Go, and then The Way I Used to Be. Cute. They're both in paperback, so they didn't cost that much, so that was good. And then I decided to purchase another series that's been really popular on BookTube, and that's Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. The first 2 books are out in paperback, so bought them both, and the third one comes out in paperback in October, so I'm gonna wait and buy that then, because paperbacks are so much cheaper. They're like 13 bucks, whereas hardcovers are like 20 to 30, and I'm trying to be very like money conscious and really save my money, so I'm gonna just be purchasing paperbacks, I think. Unless it's a book I'm really excited about, then I will get the hardcover. But yeah, here is my little book haul. Yay! So it is day 3 of no using social media, and it is starting to be a struggle for me. I really want to go on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook, or I would even take LinkedIn at this point. I'm getting pretty bored. First 2 days, it was a breeze. It was fine. Today, it's only day 3. and I have to do 5. I'm like halfway, not even halfway. The reality is hitting me. I think one of the reasons is that work is slower today. It was pretty busy yesterday. As I said, it's not very busy today, so I'm just getting drawn to my phone and checking it, and my thumb just instinctively like wants to click on Instagram or Twitter, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I can't. On a different note, I started reading The Hating Game by Thorne. This is a romance, enemies to lovers, like 2 people that hate each other, and then obviously they have an attraction and it grows from there. I'm only 36% of the way through, but I was really enjoying it last night. At first it was stressing me out a little bit, I think because the 2 people work in an office in the book and it was reminding me of work. So I was getting like some underlying like work anxiety while reading it, but the last couple chapters they were not at work. So I could enjoy it more, and the relationship's really cute. I mean, enemies to lovers is great. It's very entertaining, and there's obviously like a lot of like steamy attraction going on, so it's really cute. I'm excited to continue that. I think my main goal for the day is to continue reading that book. I might not finish it since I'm only 36% of the way through, but if I do, that would be amazing. I also want to try and film another video for my channel because that will give me something to do, and then I'll have to edit it, so that'll give me something else to do. And as I said, I'll probably go for a walk and buy Midnight Sun. So I got the book, as you guys saw, and honestly it's really thick, so I guess Edward has a lot of internal monologue. I'm interested to see if there will be any sort of like interesting thing in this, like how Life and Death, the Twilight gender swap, it kind of had like a little twist to it, so maybe this will too. Also, I didn't realize on like the digital, but in person, like, this is really ugly. This pomegranate or whatever, like, I don't really like it. It looks pretty gross. I am so over this. Hi, welcome to day 4 of no social media for the week. I'm getting pretty annoyed with this challenge. As I've said, the first couple of days were easier, and now I just want to go on. Like, I'm over it. And I still have 2 days left. So this has definitely become more of a challenge. But I do see how it's going to help me not check it as much and not be as addicted going forward. Because if I can survive this week, honestly, I can do anything. As for other updates, I'm still reading The Hating Game, and I'm 61%. It's still pretty cute. And as you guys saw, I was watching Big Brother, which I'm very happy that the show is going to be on this summer because Big Brother is one of my favorite shows. It brings me so much joy. And this season is an all-star season, so that's pretty fun. They're all like past players. The only thing is there definitely was like some sexism going on in the show. I don't know if anyone's watched it that's watching this, but like in the first competition they separated between girls and guys and literally gave the girls a harder thing to do. I was like, excuse me? They also had it be like an actual live show. Like, it's not like they just filmed it and like edited and acted like it was live. Like, it actually was live, and so there were definitely some hiccups, but I'm excited to keep watching that. And yeah, I've just been working this morning. I'm really excited for this week to be over. I really just can't wait to go on Instagram and scroll through and see everyone's posts. This is so sad. So I've read a bit more of The Hating Game. I'm at 83%, and I sort of got a bit annoyed with it because it had one of my pet peeves, you could say, romance pet peeves, where the guy is being super jealous and possessive. And you see that a lot, like Twilight and a lot of other books, especially like love triangle ones, which I like love triangles, but the guy who's super like possessive and jealous, is always the guy that pisses me off in love triangles, and something like this happened where the main character was literally on the phone with a different guy, and he just took the phone from her and was like, never call her again, and hung up. And it's like a little bit understandable because she did go on a date with this guy and had like a bit of interest in him at one point, but she's already rejected him. They're just friends, and she told him, I was on a call for work with him. She was literally talking to him about work, and this guy just like took her phone from her hands and hung up. It just didn't really sit right with me, and it turned into this big like wham wham poor me thing where we find out a bit about his past, and yeah, he had like a sucky upbringing because of his father, and that sucks. But like, I just feel like that's always the way in these books. I'm thinking of Christian Grey from 50 Shades, where the guys have bad behavior and the girl's mad at them at first, and then all of a sudden it turns around and it's like, oh, I'm like this because of this reason. And I don't know. It's just like, you don't have to be an asshole. Which is the whole point of this. Like, it's called the hating game. Obviously, the guy or both characters are gonna be jerks if they like hate each other. Oh my, sorry if this glare is like too much. Anyways, that was just something that I didn't love, and hopefully the last 20% of this book can redeem it for me, because I was thinking they were really cute, but we'll see. I'm gonna maybe go out to the park to read and finish this baby off, but yeah, I haven't really sat at the park in a while, so that should be nice. I'm like done work. It's like 4:30, so I can log off. Hey, so I finished the hating game when I was at the park, and it did have a very cute, nice ending. The main conflict, or what I thought was going to be the main conflict, like ended up getting resolved very like quickly and easily. I was really surprised when we had like barely any pages left to deal with it, and then it just got wrapped up like really quick, which I sort of have mixed feelings about. As I said, I thought it was going to be like the main issue, and I kind of wanted to see it like fleshed out a bit, but the way that it ended was pretty nice. I won't spoil it, but I think overall I would recommend this to you if you want a romance, which I've been craving a romance, I think, for months. And honestly, I've realized that maybe I don't actually want a romance. Like, I think I want more like fantasy and thriller, and they can have romance in them. But after reading this, even though I enjoyed it a lot, I feel like just a pure romance is like a little bit too much for me. So that's what I've decided, but it's still a really good book. I feel like I would give 4 out of 5. And now I get to read Midnight Sun. Hello, happy Friday. It is the last day of my no social media challenge, and I'm so excited. I made it. I just have to make it to midnight now, but we're in the home stretch. Today I am feeling better about it. I'm not really craving going on social media, so I guess that just shows that the challenge did work. I pretty much like adapted to not going on, so I think this will be really good for me. Next week I should be able to start going on less and less and just curb my addiction. So I would definitely recommend this challenge to anyone else who finds that they are like addicted to social media like me. Just try not going on it for a week or even just a whole day. I feel like it's like a nice little cleanse. And as for my mental health, I do think that it's been better mostly, or like the stress I've been getting have been from other things, not social media. So I guess that's good. I'm still kind of stressed, not feeling the best just because it is still the pandemic, so I'll probably never feel normal until, well, the world is more normal. But I do think that this was really good for me to do, and maybe I will do some sort of update after this when I do start using social media again and sort of give my feedback on how I'm feeling. But as for today being the last day, I'm feeling pretty good, and I'm just excited to check Instagram. As for my reading, I started reading Midnight Sun last night. I already feel that Twilight, Stephanie Meyer, like writing just like drawing me in, and I think it'll be really enjoyable reading that. You do get to see like how much Edward is drawn to her because he can't hear her thoughts, which is cool because it definitely does seem like he's kind of stalkery and that he falls in love with her very quickly. But when you see it from his point of view, you see how she literally gives him purpose because he's so bored with his life. He hears everyone's thoughts constantly and she's the one person he can't hear. So he's very intrigued by her. He actually wants to talk to her and find out stuff about her because he can't just read her thoughts. So it's actually pretty cute. And yeah, that's my day. I've just been working and I don't really know what else to update as of right now. I feel like my next update might just be when I've gone back on social media and kind of to let you know what I'm feeling. Update, I'm reading Midnight Sun, and I guess I sort of have a routine that whenever I finish a chapter, I'll like check my phone, and I can't do that. I guess what I said this morning is just like not accurate. I haven't fully adjusted. It's starting to hit me. I guess it's harder in the evening when I'm not working. Hello, it is Monday. I just wanted to wrap up my no social media for a week vlog. I have been back on social media for the last couple days, so I just wanted to give a wrap up of like how I'm feeling. It was sort of interesting, and when I first went on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, I was able to scroll for longer than normal because I had more stuff to catch up on, but it still wasn't that long that I was on it, which just sort of shows there was nothing really that pressing that I needed to see in that week. And I am going to continue to only go on Instagram once a day, I think, and Facebook and Twitter I've been going on more. I also pretty much am only going on it when I'm bored. I don't feel as much of the need to check it constantly. It's pretty much just like over the weekend when my boyfriend went to the bathroom or he went somewhere, like then I would check it when he was gone because I had nothing to do. And even this morning I've been pretty busy with work and haven't really felt like this urge to check it unless like I have a notification or if I'm having like a bored moment. So overall I think it was a success. I think it did help me get over my addiction somewhat and help my mental health. So yay! And I would definitely recommend doing this challenge, as I think I already said in another clip, but if you feel like social media has been toxic for you, definitely just take a little breather. Like you realize it's actually not that important. Although I will say one thing I missed was getting my news, because mostly on Twitter is where I get like world news, and I had to have my roommate tell me some of the big things going on. But other than that, you don't need to see. So anyways, thank you for watching this vlog. I'm gonna try and do more challenges like this and do more vlogs because it's pretty fun. I hope you will subscribe and like and comment and all that stuff, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.